start building the pressure on this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take 3 more. We're going to be on. We're at the 23. That's 1. Give me that pressure. 2, 24. And we're on. Right at the 24. Going to be on the rudder just a little bit coming through the bridge here. Give me nice strong strokes on that port side. And those ports again here, let's match those hands coming through that release and in that recovery. Please want your hands up just a little bit on that initial part of the release. And I want you to raise them a little bit more slowly into that front end. Your blade's kind of all over the place, taking advantage of vertical movements. I want a little more horizontal from you. We're right at that 24. Let's make sure we're getting big swings here at the lower rating before we start bringing it up. And let's feel some pop. We're probably only about 85, 90% pressure here. 24 is a nice aggressive, moderate rating. Should be able to really lock in. Feel the send between the strokes. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Off rudder here as well. Okay, just to make sure you're locking in there with Justin. Less hang with that blade. Once you square, there you go. Hold that. Got about 90 seconds in. Again, quick with the movements of the hands. Once that blade squares, get locked in. And catch. Nice and quick. Catch. Nice and quick. Catch. There you go. Do the movements together. Do it controlled together. Don't just throw the hands up. Catch. Catch. And P's, I want you to try to get in rhythm there with Bethany with those handle heights. And that square movement. Hold those hands up here on port at 25. And right now here again at that 24, we're looking for maximum pressure with maximum length before we start bringing that rating up. Going to take 10 strokes to focus on that swing and making that swing together out of that finish with control. Starting on this next one. That's 1, big swings here. 2, 3, let that boat run out. 4, 5, 6 with pressure. 7, 8, last couple here, big swings. 9, 10, feel the send here coming through that finish. 3 minutes in. Again, we're staying long, staying relaxed in that full slide, staying composed. Still want smaller handle height adjustments here coming through that finish. I know you ladies and gentlemen can feel when that boat is coming down once we're crashing. Need to get that stability, need to get that control through the release. Bring it up off the port side. Give me a couple hard strokes here on port. Just 2, that's 1. And 2, back to equal. We got 20 seconds before we bring it up 2 beats. We're sitting right at the 24, 24 and a half. When we make that change, we're going to make it over 3. I want to bring those long strokes into it as well. Make sure we're not shortening up. Going to do it over 3, starting on this next one. That's 1, big swings. 2, bringing that pressure up. That's 26, and 3. Hold it here. Long strokes, powerful strokes here through that drive. Again, locking in there on the starboard side. Right there with Justin. At port side, locking in, squaring up there with Dan. Avoid scooping the water. Avoid catching on the drive. Lock in before we kick back. Starboard's lower the hands just a little bit more coming on that release. Smaller change, smaller change. If we're not running clean on port, the boat in general is not running clean. Alright, give me 3 hard strokes here on port. That's 1, 2, 3. There we go. 26.5. Staying with that pressure off the front end. Lock in and kick. Lock in and kick. 26.5 still. Coming up on the halfway marker here. Got 45 seconds until halfway. We're staying with that composure here. Not even on the rudder. Let's bring it back here. Bring it back with the control. Alright, as we're making our way into the channel here, I want to take 10 strokes, focusing on that body composition, that body composure through that finish. Make sure we're not just throwing our bodies back and forth into the finish and into that release. We're going to take 10 strokes starting on this next one. Sitting tall. It's 1, 2, sitting composed through that finish. 3, 4, 5, 6, give me some height. 7, 8, 9, and let's hold it. 10. Last few strokes there were good. Let's hold this composure. Hold this support through the finish. Keep those lats engaged. We're past halfway. Again, lock in together, especially that bow 4. Keep those blades close to the water. I'm going to ask for 5 hard strokes here on port side so I don't have to get on this rudder. Starting this next one. 5 here. That's 1, 2, staying long at the 26. 3, 4, 5. There we go. At the 27. Try to lengthen out. Find a little more length here. And lock in on starboard. Lock in on starboard. Don't hang. Get a little bit of wind. And lay back into this wind here as well, ladies and gentlemen. And make sure we control those blades once we square. Within the last 5 minutes of the piece. 26.5. Staying with the length and the pop. So now we're going to want to make a move in those last 4 minutes. We're going to make the same type of change that we did going to that 26. We're going to do it with length and with pop. Again, lay back a little bit in this wind, but stay composed when we do it. Just a little bit more layback from the hips. Still staying tall. Alright, we're going to make that rating change here. It's going to be a beat and a half, 2 beats, over 3 to that 28. That's 1 with length, 2, 27, 3, give me some pop, 28 right here. Long and controlled. Quick catches. Stay composed there on the port side. Stay with those handle heights. There we go. Hold it here. 28. And send. And send. Staying composed to that finish. Put as much run, as much distance as we can between the puddles. 27.5. Feel that boat run out, even at the 27, 28. There we go, 28 again. 27.5. Hold that half beat. Hold that pop. Ports again. Hold those finishes. Hold them up. Less than 3 minutes. Pearson still locking in there with Justin. A little less hang. Keep bringing those hands up to that front end. He's a little bit slow with that raise of the hand still. Don't want that blade to be the only port dragging across the water. 27.5. Two and a half minutes. Alright, we're going to take another 10 here. Try to get a little more length, a little more send between the strokes. Starting to rush. Starting to creep up. Alright, we're going to take 10. Starting on this one. That's 1. Big swings. 2. Send the boat. 3. 4. 5. You make it hurt. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Continue to swing. Less than 2 minutes. Running at 27.5. Bring it with the legs. Gonna finish this piece strong. Again, hold those handle heights up on port side. Don't let it fall over. Small adjustments, small changes. Lock in together, both sides. Less than 90 seconds. Staying on all the way through. Staying composed all the way through. Lengthen it out here, lengthen it out. 70 seconds. Need more length to finish off this piece. Hold the send. Alright, we're going to take a 10 here, coming into this last minute. Find a little more control, a little more ratio with those legs. Starting on this one, that's 1. Length with the legs. 2. Hold the pressure. 3. 4. Find the send. 5. 6. 7. 8. It's going to take us in the last 30 seconds. 9. 10. 30 seconds here. At a 27.5. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 strokes right here. That's 1. 2. Finish it strong. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And paddle. Long strokes, long strokes. Deep breaths. And we'll drop out bow pair here on this one. And into we'll drop out 3 and 4 on this one. And we'll drop out stern 4 on this one. You guys can grab some of the drink here. Get your breath. How's you guys feel on the stern pair?
Alright, it was rushy. You said it was rushy. Did it feel like, despite having space when you sat, I didn't feel like I was performing stuff. Yeah. Kind of like lots of arm deterioration.
Arm deterioration? Is that what you said? Your forearms are getting tired. Alright, Sarah, a few strokes here from you. Actually, Jeanette and Sarah, a few strokes. So, I don't think it's a surprise that when we started getting tired, the rush started creeping in, especially in the, I don't know, probably after the first minute at that 28. Not gonna say that we got to the point where we're spinning our wheels. I don't think it got quite that frantic, but make sure that we still hold the length. And when we made the calls to get the body swing back in there, we did. to make sure we try to hold it. So that'll be the focus of the next piece here, is getting that swing and that length and holding it when that rating comes up. Don't want to shorten up just because we're going to a higher rating or more aggressive pressure, although we should still be at aggressive pressure anyways. Alright, that's good. So run. P's. So, your handle heights, like your blade, if you can see my hand up here, is